Hello, how are you doing? Good, thank you for asking. It's been a while since we've seen you, but I know everyone's trying to stay healthy right now, so it's good in a lot of ways. I see that you're scheduled for a shoulder exam. You want to tell me what's going on with that? Okay. And what do you do for work? Are you still... Okay. Yeah, that's not uncommon in that line of work, but we'll do the exam to make sure that there's no underlying physical issues or any concerns that we need to look into. Okay? Great. So for the exam, there's going to be three basic components. Going to be visually looking at the shoulder to identify any issues. We'll have you do some movements so we can look at range and fluidity of motion. And then I'll also be doing some palpation. I'll be touching the shoulder just to notice if there's any conditions or worries that we need to look at that can be felt through that touch. Okay. Does that sound okay to you? Great. Then let's begin. I'm going to be taking a few notes as we go, just for reference in the future, if anything comes up. Okay. So, to start things off, I'm just going to be looking at your shoulders, okay? All right. Everything looks good. Go ahead and turn around for me. I can see the back. Everything looks good there. Go ahead and turn. We'll face this direction. Okay. And face the other direction. Okay, perfect. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to be doing some pressing along the shoulder. Just search for any potential issues, okay? And are you right-handed? Okay. All right, we'll start on the right. So, I'm just going to be pressing. And is there any pain with that? Okay. Press, press, press. Move around the back here. To the scapula. Press, press. Okay, no issues there. Okay, same thing on the left side. Just going to press. Press, press, any tenderness, okay? We'll work our way to the back, scapula, press, press. All right, no pain there, right? Okay, great. Now, I'm gonna do basically the same thing, but I'm gonna have you extend your arm backwards, placing your arm behind you like this. Okay, let's start on the right side. And same thing, I'm just gonna press onto the shoulder. Any pain there? Good. And on the left side. Any pain on that side? Okay, good. Great. Now, what I'm going to have you do next is place your hands behind your head with your elbows out. good? Okay, that looks good. And then go ahead and cross your arms across your chest. Okay, that looks good. Looks like we have a good range of motion. Now we're going to do some additional moves that let us look at some of the different aspects of the shoulder. Okay? Great. All right. So we're going to start with your hands at your side and your thumbs pointed forward. We're just going to raise them up above your head, okay? Go ahead. Okay, that looks good. And bring them down, and we'll bring them behind you. Yeah, just stretch them out behind you as far as you can. Okay, and on the other side, just let me have a look here. Okay, great. Now, again, arms at your side. This time we're going to have our palms opened outward. And we're going to lift them up above our heads like this. It's just a lift up above our heads. Okay? Looks good. And what I'm going to do next, I'm going to have you do the same motion where you lift up your arm, but I'm going to be feeling your scapula as you do it, just to look for any issues, okay? Let's come around on the side here. I'm going to feel that scapula, and go ahead and raise your arm for me. Okay, good. And any discomfort there? Great. We'll do the same on this side. Go ahead and feel the scapula. And raise your arm for me. And back down. Good. And no pain on that side either. Excellent. Now next, I'm going to have you extend your arms out in front at a 90-degree angle. Like this for me. Just straight out. And then what I'm going to have you do is actually turn your arms outward, holding them at that 90-degree angle. Just bring those hands outward. Good. Good. Looks good. All right. Looking good so far. Now, what I'd like you to do is take your right arm. You're going to place it behind your back, reaching it up towards your head, okay? Start with this right side here. Okay. And then bring that down and do the same with the left arm. Okay, about there. All right. Now, holding it there, I want you to just press outward from your spine. I'll press against my hand. Just push outward. Push, push, push. Perfect. We're going to do the exact same thing with your right hand. Okay? And push, push, push. Good. That all looks good. For the next phase, we're actually going to be doing some movements against resistance. So let's start with your hands just down at your side, kind of naturally. And I'm going to have you try to push them outward, and I will provide resistance. So go ahead and push outward. Okay? Good. Now, extend them straight outward like a bird. Okay? And keep them up. Don't let me push them down. Pushing. Okay, great. Now, what I'm going to have you do is put those arms in that 90-degree position again. Extend it out from your body. And this time, you're going to do the same thing where you're going to try to turn them outward. And I'm going to resist that movement. So just push outward against my hands. Push. Push. Okay, good. Same thing, except now push inward. Push. 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 Excellent. Very good. Now, this time we're going to bring the arm up. We're going to point the thumb down towards the floor. So let's start with your right arm. Thumb towards the floor. And don't let me push the arm down. Good. Now let's do the left arm. Extend it upward. Thumb towards the floor. And don't let me push it down. Excellent. Now, what I'm going to do is kind of in the same movement. I'm going to lift your arm. You just be passive. Allow me to lift your arm. And then I'll let go. I want you to slowly lower it. Okay? So I'm going to lift the arm. And slowly lower. Okay, let's do that one more time. I'll lift the arm. And slowly lower. Good. Let's do the same on the left side. I'm gonna lift the arm and slowly lower. One more time. Lift the arm and slowly lower. Good, good. All right, the next test involves a little bit of contortion. I'm going to have you bring your elbow up. I'm going to apply some pressure downward on your wrist. And keep that kind of thumb turned towards the floor. Let's bring up that right elbow. And I'm going to press down. Any discomfort when I do that? No? Good. Alright, let's do the same with the left. Just bring that elbow up and press down on the wrist. Okay. Any discomfort on that side? No? Good, good. Alright, well that brings us to the last part of the test. I'm going to have you extend your hands out like a low five position, high five, low five, just straight out. And I'm going to press downward, and I want you to resist. All right, I'm pressing downward, pushing, pushing, pushing. Good, good. All right. That completes the examination. I haven't found any issues or physical problems that we should be concerned about? Everything looks good and healthy? Yeah, it's still good to check. And if anything should change, definitely give us a call and we can follow up on it. But today it's a clean bill of health. Yeah, and have a good day. Thank you. We'll see you.